Welcome. My name is Tamala Farron, and today we are going to look into the wonderful familiars. Now, what is a familiar? Well, technically, a familiar is a being, a spirit being, an animal that is connected to you and helps you work magic. They assist you in all that you do. They inform you, they teach you, they work with you. And that can be a really amazing experience. Now, somebody could say, how do I get one? Well, see, this is the thing. Most of the time, they come to you. It all depends on what you are looking for, what you need, and what you're doing. In my lifetime, I've had quite a few. But there are some that I remember and worked magic with better than others. And I had a beautiful gray cat, Salem, that I had for like 18 years. I had a beautiful black kitty, and her name was Pumpkin. And I had her for like 19 years. And believe it or not, those two started off a roll of kittens. And to this day, I have the umpteenth grandchildren, Talisman and Mojo, of Salem. So it's like the umpteenth. I can't tell you how many litters later. But Salem was my very first close familiar. That dude was everywhere. And it meant a lot to me. And Pumpkin the same way. I've lost them both now. But now I have Mojo and Talisman. And they work with me. I do magic. They are healers for me. If I have a migraine and I'm laying down, they come and cuddle with me. And the vibes that I get are so amazing. Animals, birds, it can be all sorts of different things as a familiar. Doesn't have to just be a cat, can be a dog, can be any conceivable, and I hate to use this word pet because they technically own us. We don't own them. It's a mutual respect relationship. But they tend to come to us. It's a focus, a reality, a connection to nature as well. And the energies, somebody had said to me one time, oh, I'm in the middle of ritual and I've got a circle going and my cat walks in my circle. And I'm like, and? If it's your cat and you trust it enough to be in your home and it walks into your circle, it's your familiar. So technically, there are so many things that with a relationship with your familiar, that you can do so many different things. It's a mutual respect and honor. So you do your best to take care of and comfort and help whatever your familiar is, and they will do the same back to you. Now, it's really good if you get close and connect with. You understand on a daily basis that there's a camaraderie, that it needs to be noticed and addressed. You have the ability to share not only the space that you are living, that your sanctuary is, but you also have the ability to open up and allow a peace of mind and a safeness and a love. All of this is truly beneficial to the magic that you produce. Now, spending quality time is a gift. Whether you're watching a movie and you guys are curled up on the couch and there's a trust. If he or she can trust you. If there's the ability to do things together, going for walks if you have a dog, or being able to expand the energies that you're producing to work the magic that you want at hand. Because like we are a tool for energy, so are they. And connected, it literally produces a larger amount of energy that you can focus and move on into the intention you desire. Extremely important that way. Respect and honor. In other words, you take care. You do for. You help out. You can't sit there and yell and scream and hurt this beautiful creature and expect it to give back to you. Honor and respect and love. It's demandatory. There's no questions on that one. It is demandatory. And it is something that you really need to be able to flourish in. Do things for. Make whatever environment it needs, she needs, to be comfortable. A bed, good food, health, toys, connection, petting, talking, being a part of. In other words, a familiar is an extended family. You treat family with love and respect. It's as simple as that. They are truly the most impressive living form of energy. Let's show them this. I know for a fact that they're my fur babies. They are priced beyond compare. I would not want to live without them. And for those who have lost one of the most enduring relationships with said familiar, it is really hard to reconnect like that with anyone else. And sometimes, like not looking, allowing it to come to you, makes the difference and makes it easier. I know that when I had lost Salem, I never expected, and let me tell you, his grandkids, there was a 50-50 chance that you got a gray one, a solid gray. And because of Pumpkin being solid black, there was a chance you got a solid black one. Well, down the road, I had not expected. I had seen many gray kittens come out of this, and not one of them, maybe one, Danvers did. But I had never really seen one that looked like Salem as much, or acted like Salem on a lot of levels. And before we moved into our home, going on 5 years, my son was leaving. He was moving out of city, and he had to get rid of some kittens that his cat had had. And I randomly grabbed the box to look at them. Kittens, come on. But there was a gray one in there. And he wasn't solid gray when I got him. He was black and gray. And he was very different than what I expected. But by the time he grew up, he had the same face and the same actions as Salem. And it floored me. Now, he's slightly different on some levels, but we're as close on other levels. And he's been a treasured familiar. His brother Talisman, very much like another cat I had years and years and years ago. The strong, stealthy, I'm the king of the castle type, is also very good for magic. So I'm very blessed to have these two. And even though I miss working with the other ones, I'm very blessed to be able to still connect on this type of level with my two. And yeah, they do find you. They do come to you. And even if it's you're walking into a store and the last thing you had on your mind was adopting a lizard or a bird or whatever, and all of a sudden that is exactly what you're doing, that is the extreme, well then, you know what? That means something for you. That's where you stand. That's something that called you to it, And now it's up to you to say, hey, you know what? This is where it belongs. This is what I want. This is what I need. Now, I have a book that I'm going to suggest. One, I love the author, Timothy Roderick. He is phenomenal, very good, down to earth, very loving. And the book that I'm going to suggest is this one. And it's The Ones Unknown Familiar. And it's really well written. And it deals with all different aspects, from ritual and how to call them and how to work with them and how to use things with them, how to do stuff. It's amazing. I suggest you read this if you're interested. But realize it's a lifelong journey. And their lives are not as long as ours. So they are precious. And they must be looked after and loved. Enjoy them. Have fun. Stay connected. They are another step on this journey of magic that we all take. Now, some people say, well, I don't want any of that. That's fine and dandy. But if it comes to you and you feel it's right, try it. You may really discover that the connection you have is not unlike the connection when you walk into a woods or you're working in the garden. It's with real living things. And with nature, there is always good magic. It's something that you need all day long, every day. Magic just doesn't come when you walk into a circle. Magic comes with every breath you take, with everything you do. And it is that important to push forward and learn from. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday night. Do me a favor, click like or subscribe, please. Thank you very much for joining.